everyone, it's me Tammy and I'm here with my 2014 favorites. I am so sorry this took me so long to record. I feel like this video is going to be super long and every time I start it, something gets in the way. I actually had a power outage the last time I tried recording this. So let's just jump right in. I'm really sorry for how long this is gonna be. Okay, let's go. The very first item is a body care item. I'm starting with that first because it's the only thing I have for the body. Now keep in mind guys, for me my 2014 favorites or like must-have products aren't things that were necessarily made in 2014 or released in 2014. They're just the things that I was like completely obsessed with in 2014. And the first item is this body scrub, which was in my December favorites. It is by Deep Steep and it is their Lotus Flower and Guava Argan Oil Body Scrub. I am absolutely obsessed with this, so much so that I went to Whole Foods last week and got the matching body lotion, body wash, and I think I got something else, like an all-over moisture stick. Like, I love this scent, which is so rare for me. I'm not sure if you guys know that. I'm just very picky when it comes to scents, so I usually just don't wear scents because stuff bothers me so much, or I just never find something I like. This does smell like a light guava, like a flowery guava, if that makes sense. It just smells so good and it exfoliates so well without irritating my skin. If you could see the mess that I have in front of me, you'd be like, holy crap, like she is for real about her favorites. Okay, so let's move on to skincare. My favorite face cleanser. You guys keep asking me about my skincare routine. It is coming. It's coming very soon. I'm just still kind of like tweaking a few things, so I don't want to give you guys everything until I've completely tested them. But this cleanser has been my favorite for ages. I'm not 100% sure if this is being discontinued because in some areas I've seen it on clearance and then others it's still there. It is the Olay Fresh Effects Shine Go Away Shine Minimizing Cleanser. That is a mouthful. I've gone through 3 tubes of this. I've been using this, I'd say roughly for a year and a half, maybe even almost 2 years now. And it's very rare for me to be so loyal to a face cleanser. Usually I finish something up and then I go to something else. And I just keep buying this one. It's really good. Now for my eye area, I love this Clinique All About Eyes. I have major under eye puffiness. Like, it's just hereditary. We all have it in my family. But you know, I don't always want to look so damn tired, so this majorly reduces the puffiness under my eyes. It's not one of those where the first time you use it you see a difference, but I would say after like maybe 3 or 4 days you can actually really see the difference. You just have to be consistent about using it. And this is another product that I've bought, I'd say I bought this at least 5 times. That's a lot for me, guys. I don't know about you, I'm not that loyal to products, so for me to say I've bought something that many times, it's a big deal. And then next, this is a fairly new product. I've tried my best to not include that many new products in here because I don't think that's really fair, but this product is exceptional. This is the Laneige Sleep Mask and it is for giving your skin some hydration. And I told you guys in last month that my skin's been pretty dry because I've been indoors so much, and you know, you have the heat going and it just kind of sucks the moisture out of your skin. I've been using this, honestly guys, like every 3 nights. I'm not even sure how much you're supposed to use this. I use it like every 3rd night in place of my moisturizer, and my skin just has gone back to being its normal like soft self. And I use it on my husband's skin too. Not gonna lie, my husband has super dry skin. I've put it on his face like for daytime and it's pretty freaking awesome. It gets rid of like dry patches and dryness so quickly. I'm gonna move on to face products. Yeah, face products. And this is kind of like in the middle. It's a face product, skincare, but kind of makeup-y. And it is Too Faced Hangover RX. This stuff is amazing. This primer is so good. I can't believe how much I like this. I didn't think I would like it so much. It's a silicone-free face primer, which I adore because silicones tend to irritate my skin. But this is so good. It's perfect for like giving your skin like a plumped look. I'm not going to say it blurs any imperfections, it just like makes your skin look really hydrated, which is great for right before you apply foundation, or even on days you don't want to apply foundation. This is amazing for that. And And on the same lines of primer, this is my favorite primer. It's been my favorite primer for a few months now. It is by Lorac, and it is their POREfection, and it's a mattifying face primer. It does have silicones. Yes, it does have silicones, but it doesn't actually make me break out at all. It just gives your skin a nice smooth feel for foundation application, and I feel like it does make my makeup last a lot longer, and it makes my foundation just look better on my skin, just smoother, and like no weird patches or anything. Now I have two favorite face products. I have this very weird extreme. Either I'm like super natural or I'm super glam. So for my super natural, I love this Younique BB cream. I use it in the color Honey, and the reason I like this is because I feel like even if my skin is having a really dry day or a really oily day, this still suits it really well. And I'm not even sure how this manages to do this, but it says it moisturizes, perfects, and works beautifully as a lightweight foundation on its own, and it fights shine to give a natural looking matte finish. But even on days that my skin feels super dry, this doesn't dry my face out at all. I feel like it adds moisture. So I don't know what kind of sorcery is in this, but I love it. And on my super glam days, I've been using this product for ages. It's the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation. You want full coverage? This is full coverage. This will cover anything you got, it'll cover it. This is my favorite drugstore full coverage foundation. And I love, for me, since I have such oily skin, it really does control the shine and the yuck. Okay, more face items. I feel like I'm like, okay. I love this contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. But I'm not going to say that's my favorite. I'm just going to pick out one item, and it is the banana powder, which I'm sure you guys probably could have predicted that would have been my favorite. I use it to set my under eyes. It makes everything look brighter. I have a 1-year-old. I'm tired often, so this really helps battle that, and it sets my concealer, so yay. No like wrinkliness or anything or disappearing concealer. Speaking of concealer, my favorite concealer is by Nars. It is their Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love this stuff. This is something else that I picked up because so many people raved about it, and I'm in love with it. It is super creamy. It doesn't really crease on me too much as long as I use the banana powder. It's a really good match for me. It just makes everything look lighter and lifted and awake. And to set my face, I use the Revlon Nearly Naked powder. I've been using this for ages. It's a really light powder, and I just love it to set my foundation, and it never feels cakey or heavy on my skin. Highlighters. I was really on the fence about including this one because it is a limited edition item, but I still see it in my drugstores, so I decided that I would include it. It is the Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage Shimmer palette in the color To Reflect. It is just a very pretty gold highlight, and I tend to lean more towards gold highlights than like the pinks, even though I actually am wearing a pink highlight today. It's just a more natural highlight for me. Very pretty, very affordable. It's only like $5, and I swear I use it all the time. Like probably a little more than you should use highlight, even on my natural days. I'm rocking it. And I love this MAC concealer palette. I was gonna say quad palette. Now I know NYX just came out with something super similar to this. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't vouch for that, but I can say that this palette is amazing. For me, when I even think about the sun, I get a tan, so I'm constantly like rotating colors for concealers and stuff, and I love that with this palette you don't need to do that. All your color range will be right here, whether you went, you know, tanning or not tanning. You're good to go with this little palette. And these are the Studio, I don't know, it just says Pro Conceal and Correct, but it's their Studio concealers. Okay, seriously, I feel like I've been rambling for ages. We're going to move on to eyes. I'm going to mention another Fergie item. It is by Wet n Wild, and it is their Cream Liner Little Black Dress. So it is their black eyeliner. I love gel eyeliners, and this is one of my favorites. For me, it doesn't budge. It's super easy to apply. It's very, very creamy, and it sets fairly quickly, so I don't smudge it or anything. And I just love it. I feel like again, this is another under $5 item. For under $5, it does such a good job, and I constantly find myself repurchasing this because for some reason I lose these. Oh, and what I like is that they don't dry out quickly either. As long as you make sure the cap is pretty tight, it doesn't dry out quickly. Speaking of things that I buy a lot, I love Tarte. I think you guys know that. I have like so many Tarte items. I'm thoroughly obsessed. But hands down, my favorite items are always their eyeshadow sticks. And this is the one that I'm currently obsessed with. It is in the color Mocha Berry. They're kind of hard to find throughout the year unless you buy it on QVC. That tends to be where I buy it. You get like 6 pencils for about $30, usually within the $30 range. And I love these. They're very creamy. They last all day long. These tend to be my favorite in the spring because I have really bad allergies and I'm constantly rubbing my eyes. And this doesn't go anywhere. Like, you can just rub and rub and rub. It's not going to go anywhere. And the colors are super gorgeous. And I love that I can just use this pencil and be done. I don't need to apply like 50 other colors. One color and I'm done. And another pencil that I absolutely love, it's by Jordana. And it is in the color Continuous Almond. This is again another $5 and under product. And I love this on my waterline. I am wearing it today. I also love to use it as a base if I'm using eyeshadow that I feel like isn't very pigmented or I just want to amp it up a bit. I use this color. It is so good. It's an amazing eyeshadow primer too. Like, stuff does not budge when you use this. Speaking of eyeshadows, of course my favorite palette of the year was the Lorac Pro, the original. I considered throwing in the 2, but I felt like it was just too soon. Like, we hadn't moved on to that level yet. We're getting there though. It's definitely like really high up. I reach for it all the time. But this is definitely my favorite palette, probably ever. And you would see that pewter has like a major dip in it. I love these eyeshadows. They're very smooth, super pigmented, long lasting. The only downfall is they are quite powdery when you're applying it, so I tend to apply this first because then my face will just be like an eyeshadowy mess if I don't. Okay, mascara. My favorite mascara of the year, of course, is the Younique 3D Fiber Lash. I know a lot of people knock it. I absolutely love it. I think the key is all in the application. Some people really like the spidery look, and some people like a more natural look. For the most part, I tend to go for a more natural look, and I only have 1 coat of it on now, and I feel like it looks really good, not spidery and crazy. Now, this is another item. I swear, I don't know why I watch so many damn YouTube videos, because I always tell myself I need to stop buying so much makeup, and then I always buy more. So, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This stuff is amazing. Ever since my daughter was born, I feel like I have some patchiness in my eyebrows, so I'm always looking for ways to kind of just fill in the little patchiness. I don't go for like super dramatic eyebrows because my eyebrows are already pretty thick, so I don't need something that's going to like completely draw them in or anything. This stuff is amazing. It fills in the patches, and I love that one side has the pencil and then the other side has the brush. This stuff is so freaking awesome. I actually, since buying this, I was like, there has to be something else out there, because I was never that really into brows, so I just figured it was because I had never tried anything else. That's why I love this so much. I was wrong. I bought like 5 others and they immediately went in the garbage. They're just so harsh looking, and this is really natural, really natural, and you can make it more dramatic if you'd like. I'm in the color Ebony. I could probably stand to go a shade lighter on days where I feel like I have a lot more patchiness in my brows, but honestly, I love this stuff, and I've had it for a long time, so a lot of people told me this like goes fast, but I guess since I only use it to fill in a little bit, I feel like it's lasted me forever. Lip products. This is an area where I was thoroughly surprised. I went through all of my stuff and I kind of felt like a jerk because a lot of my stuff was limited edition, so I didn't want to show you guys that. Even though it was like a favorite all year long, I just don't feel like it's fair. If you can't find it now, then I don't really want to talk about it that much. The items that I'm talking about are the Wet n Wild lipsticks. They had 4, yeah, there was 4 in a collection that came out, and all 4 of them were my favorites for the year. So I just didn't bother to include them. I'll put a blog entry link below if you guys are interested. But those are my favorites. Wet n Wild lip products are my favorite, period, hands down. I'm actually venturing more in towards like the long-lasting lipsticks. I'm wearing a Rimmel like liquid lipstick now. It's pretty good. I still feel like it hasn't set yet, but yeah, it's pretty good. But so I figured I would just show you guys like the chapsticks I'm obsessed with. I bought this when it was on sale at Walgreens ages ago. It was a really long time ago, and I threw it in my car, never used it. And then one day I really needed chapstick, ripped open the packaging, was like, this stuff's amazing. It is Lypsyl, I think that's how it's called. I think that's how it's called, and it's called Be Smooth Silky Swedish Beeswax Lip Balm. Now, I am not a fan of the Burt's Bees lip balm. For some reason, it is so waxy, and I feel like it just tugs at my lips. And I feel like I usually have like clumps of chapstick on my lips. It doesn't feel good. This is the exact opposite. It is a minty, yeah, like a peppermint type of chapstick. Really, really hydrating. I feel like it doesn't dry out my lips at all, like some chapsticks can. And it's just really, really good. Really good. And then if you want a little bit of color in your lip balm, I love these e.l.f. lip balms. I swear I have them everywhere. Everywhere, in every single shade. I think the only shade I don't own is nude, but I will rotate between the other 3 all the time. So there's like a berry, a peach, I forgot what the other one is, maybe watermelon? I'm not too sure. This is peach. This is the one that I use all the time. I think this is the one that I've purchased the most. They're, depending on where you go, it's $2 or $1. I love, 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 love this. This is a super thick lip balm, and it is nicely tinted. This stuff lasts for a while. I'd say a good 3 hours. For a chapstick, for me, that's pretty amazing. And I love that the tint is just very natural. Let me show you guys. The only thing that I dislike is that you gotta put your finger all up in there. But that is what peach looks like. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, I promise. I've been talking forever. Nails. I'm pretty loyal when it comes to my nail products. Again, I love, love, love Wet n Wild products. Love them. My favorite are these Mega Last ones. They're about $2. I think I own all of them. And it's what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing the color Disturbia. So pretty. They're very long lasting, they're affordable, colors are pigmented, the brush is amazing. It's really good stuff. But I recently saw these Rimmel Nail Polishes, and I used to be obsessed with Rimmel in the past, and then they changed the bottles, which made me think they changed the formula, so I didn't buy them. These are amazing. They last easily a week before I see any signs of chipping. This is in the color Purple Rain. Yeah, I'm a terrible singer. Yeah, I love these. Love, love, love these too. I have, say I own about 4 colors, and I always get compliments when I'm wearing these. And then my favorite top coat is this NYC In a Minute top coat. I used to be obsessed with Such a Beat, but then it turns really clumpy, really thick, really fast. And then there was another one. I can't remember what it is now, but this stuff for $2 is so good. The only thing is I feel like it doesn't last that long, but for $2 I don't care that I need to buy a new one like every month. It is so good. It dries my nails really fast, gives it a nice shine, and they don't chip. I'm not sure what else I could ask for in a top coat. So those are my 2014 favorites. I'm so sorry that I rambled for so long. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!